Matrym here, and welcome to another PUBG Playbook. PUBG is mostly about teamwork, but sometimes, when the cards are down and you're all by yourself, you've got to get the points and you've got to clutch. Let's take a couple of looks at some primary examples of this that happen in ESL. Clutches come in all shapes and sizes, sometimes not in aim, but in ideas and ways to move through a map. Day number 6, match number 1, and we're going to be going to circle number 4 that pops off Los Leones. Dodge is tangled in with Tactical 8, while Troglodytes is harassing at range from the circle and Wildcard back behind them to the west. Dodge loses Finna around this position in the first kill of a tidal wave of kill points that's about to drop all across the zone. Dodge then moves to the south and Wildcard exploits the opening to move into Troglodytes. Dodge is outside the zone, spots this, and tries to third party. They get in close and dive into the fight. The problem is they're out in the open. Gats goes down and Hikerman flushes one member of Wildcard, knocks another. Troglodytes then knocks Hikerman from the compound. Ethan now realizes he's out in the open solo and dashes for cover. The good news is Wildcard is down, the team that was behind Dodge on the leaderboard, and now Dodge is tied with Fiumba ahead of them. Bad news though, is Fiumba still have 3 up. Ethan spins the next few circles near Troglodytes, but as the circles continue to shift, it forces a massive amount of teams to the south. In a different part of the map, as Sonics are taking the fight for the top of the hill, 22 makes a push onto Troglodytes. After a while, they're forced to leave and make their way up the hillside. 22 start the assault up onto the high ground Fiumba, but Vinny knocks 2 of his teammates with a nade. And with Troglodytes, 22, and Fiumba on him, Ethan spots out the last member of 22, kills him to wipe the squad. With that, Dodge now moves into 4th place over Fiumba. They spot out and get the kill on the last member of Troglodytes and tie back up with Dodge. Now we are in our top 4. Where Fiumba and Ethan are still up. But sneaky Ethan has had an idea to go into the tunnels that Fiumba has now surrendered. Let the 3 on the top fight it out and see if he can just snag some placement points. The plan starts working. Fiumba dies to Young Kings, and Shrimzy almost clutches up against Young Kings but falls as well. And with that, the blue zone comes in, closes on Ethan. After 10 minutes solo, Ethan gets Dodge 2nd place in the game and ahead of Fiumba on the overall leaderboard. It takes a lot of heart, ability, and mental fortitude to clutch up for your squad when the pressure's on. Day 6, match number 2 is a perfect set of examples set by one person in one game. 6 teams still alive in an open Miramar-filled ending. E-United has a shack for cover and Yoho wants it. Surrounding them, the third parties in the area are a blessing and a curse. They're damaging E-United, but also stopping Yoho from being able to make the push that they need to. They're outside the circle, and they have to throw down some smokes and make the move. The first attempt, Punich tries to push and gets instantly dropped by Wildcard. But as there is no cover and the circle now coming in, so many teams have to move. The circle booms with gunfire and grenades. The noise covers the footfalls as the charge comes in from Yoho. Amali is dropped right on top of E-United Shack by Shinboy, but suddenly he is dropped at range from Sonics. But at the exact same time, Snaker takes a frag from Sparking, who is playing outside the shack and using E-United's cars for cover. Relo makes a move to res kick, but Sparking from a covered prone position rolls a nade beautifully right between them. E-United out, Sparking solo in the zone, 13 kills for Yoho and 9 are Sparking. Sparking chills for the shack and waits for whatever is going to come next. And what's going to come next is the Sonics. They smoke off the top of their hill with a few more smokes down the path to cover them to give them time to speed up to get to a dip that they see in the distance. Sonics roar down the hillside, taking fire from everybody as they are aiming for the opposite side of the road from Sparking. He sees them, hits them enough to ensure that they stop, and then lobs in a nade right on top of Tiggleton. From this angle, Troglodytes also have a slight sightline onto the Sonics. Sparking is now back outside and using the E-United cars for cover instead of playing inside the shack where he would be a predictable angle and also just a perfect cubby for nades. Circle 8 pops and Sonics are on the move. Tiggleton jumps into the truck and decides to go Sparking's direction, but Sparking pops him out with an instant headshot, then looks at H1 to hit another. With 2 members now down, the LATAM 1-2 punch hits, with Troglodytes exploiting what Sparking created. Sonics and E-United both dead. Number 1 and number 2 on the leaderboard as Yoho Sparking still is holding out. With the area now under control, Sparking moves to the top of his shack so that way he can get a high angle into the pit opposite the road where Troglodytes is playing. Hits the shots and knocks Posa. As Posa dies, Kildimo finally manages to take down Sparking after fighting solo for over 5 minutes, getting 3rd for his team and 12 kills just by himself. That is a hell of a statement. You think these plays are crazy? Wait until PCS 7. It's the last event for the Americas region for 2022 and the gateway to PGC. Everything is going to be left on the table and every single team is going to try to make a statement. Make sure you tune in because I know it's going to be awesome. Till then, see you on the battleground.